The Tale of the Silly Spooky Skeleton. Once upon a time in the sleepy town of Willow Creek, there was a little boy named Timmy who loved Halloween more than any other day of the year. He adored dressing up in costumes, trick-or-treating, and especially telling spooky stories. One chilly October night, Timmy's family moved into a new house at the edge of town. The house was old, with creaky floors and cobwebbed corners, but Timmy found it delightfully spooky. His parents, however, warned him to be careful as they had heard tales about the house being haunted by a silly, spooky skeleton named Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones wasn't a scary skeleton. In fact, he was rather friendly and a bit of a prankster. He loved to play jokes on anyone who lived in the house, often hiding behind doors and jumping out with a boo or rearranging furniture in funny ways. Timmy was thrilled at the idea of meeting Mr. Bones. One night, while his parents were asleep, he decided to go on a little adventure to find the skeleton. Armed with a flashlight and his trusty teddy bear, Timmy tiptoed down the creaky stairs and into the dimly lit living room. "Mr. Bones, are you there?" Timmy called out softly. Suddenly, he heard a rattling noise from the kitchen. With a mix of excitement and a tiny bit of fear, he made his way towards the sound. In the kitchen, the fridge door was wide open, and milk cartons were floating in the air, seemingly by themselves. Timmy giggled. "Mr. Bones, you can't drink milk. You're a skeleton." Just then, a bony hand appeared from behind the fridge door, followed by the rest of Mr. Bones. He had a big, goofy grin on his skull face and was wearing a top hat. "Why, hello there, young Timmy. I've been waiting for someone fun like you." Timmy laughed. "I've heard about you, Mr. Bones. They say you like to play tricks. Can you show me one?" Mr. Bones' eyes lit up, literally, since they were just glowing orbs. "Oh, I have just the trick for you." He snapped his fingers, and suddenly all the kitchen utensils started to dance around the room to a spooky, silly tune. Forks, spoons, and knives twirled and pirouetted in midair. Timmy clapped his hands in delight. "That's amazing, Mr. Bones. Can you teach me how to do that?" Mr. Bones chuckled, his bones rattling with each laugh. "Sure thing, Timmy. It's all about believing in a little magic and having a lot of fun." For the rest of the night, Timmy and Mr. Bones played and laughed, filling the old house with joy and mischief. They became the best of friends, and from that night on, Timmy wasn't afraid of anything spooky. After all, with a funny skeleton like Mr. Bones around, who could be scared? And so, Timmy and Mr. Bones continued to have fun and spooky adventures together, proving that sometimes the scariest things can turn out to be the most delightful. And that is the tale of the silly, spooky skeleton.